Based. Damn. Damn. How does it make you feel, Jordan? Damn. Uh-huh. Uh, Damn. How about your entire state blows up so that way you can go live together? Eh, true.
Well, as a
True.
Since it's
Kami,
California.
California. That Michael Knowles and that one. Who's the retard that does the face stuff, like the good looking stuff, the not good looking stuff, the whole thing where it's like a science like of attractiveness based off of like face proportions and all that shit. I've seen like a couple clips of it. Well, he is like of the Andrew Tate group of like incel retards, but he's like one of the more popular ones on Kick. And kind of like he's all over fucking TikTok. Anyways, he did an interview with Michael Knowles, and he was talking about how like if between this is supposed to be a guy, this is a guy who supports Trump and is like a conservative dude, but like Gen Z is like a fickle generation type shit. Yo, what's up, Ghost? It'll be quick. But this night Michael Knowles interviewed this kid, and this kid was just like, "Oh, I'd vote for Gavin Newsom over JD Vance because Gavin Newsom, yeah, they're better looking, yeah, yeah." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought it was a meme too. He was so
How
triggered.
triggered
He
Michael
was so
Knowles is.
triggered.
That
He was
he
so
was
triggered. Triggered.
that was fucking amazing, dude. Fuck. First of all, fuck that guy.
Oh, Michael Knowles? Oh my god, yes. Fuck that guy. He's the most American hating fucking retard of the like besides maybe Matt Walsh. Right. Of course. He was so salty. It was genuinely like the funniest clip I've seen. I don't know his name. Yes, clavicular. Yes, that's the name of this fucking retard. Yes. I couldn't think of his name. 4, 3, 2. God damn it.
once dyed golden and now it's natural white. His only concession to age, one of his senior staffers told me. In
Is it because I called you out for accidentally trash talking me?
No, that actually was not bad. It's pretty mild.
Okay. I'm not in trouble, am
Okay. Switched over. I've crossed over.
I? I've crossed over. Rain, are you watching my stream? Uh-oh. Huh. You're muted, buddy. I don't know if you know that. Or did you, like, step away? She's just doing another thing right now.
Are you okay?
Annie, are you okay? Okay. You okay, Annie?
By 5 seconds, you meant 2 minutes.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, cool. Do you have my stream pulled up?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jordan World.
Let's go. Watch this shit.
Cycle, who's going to win? It's going to be Gavin Newsom
I love
against
Jordan.
JD Vance because
Love you, buddy.
So
JD
polite.
Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom mugs.
JD Vance is
JD Vance is subhuman and Gavin Newsom Boggs.
Subhuman?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
He's got a very short total facial width to height ratio. He's obese, very recessed side profile, whereas Newsom is like 6'3" Chad.
JD's very tall. JD's got to be.
Well,
Also,
I mean,
not Michael
Chad,
Knowles just like
Gavin Newsom
sucking.
mugs into death.
So
JD
you're
Vance
a Newsom
off.
head. You prefer Newsom to the vice president.
I'm just telling you who's going to win.
Also,
You
not
prefer him?
Michael Knowles just like sucking JD Vance off.
Well, that's because he's a fucking shill for the right. Michael Knowles doesn't know how to think for himself. I've seen him debate.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to like listen to the stream, and I'm streaming, so if I have everyone unmuted while I'm doing that, it's cooked. It's GG's. But yeah, no, that's just God. He's so cringe, Michael Knowles. God. Ooh, that was damn, not bueno. Damn. He's a Jew. Sorry. What's going on, everybody? Oh, Thanos Cheek! I've never got a yap with you before. What's going on? I'm not. Sorry, work call, boys and girl. Just this once. G. Wait, so is Thanos law liberal, law conservative? Right on. Yeah, yeah. I posted my it was like a bench and a deadlift PR at the time. Heck yeah, man. Oh hell yeah. I just started at like 3 months ago is when I kind of got into it. I'm a like a 5'8" manlet, um, with decent genetics, so probably like slightly above average, which helps for sure. It's kind of victim weight, yeah. That is big for that height for sure. I can barely do one pull up because I gained 30 pounds in like 2 months. I put on, unironically, just I started eating more, like intentionally eating more, with with cutting out a lot of the processed stuff and then sugar, and I unironically put on 30 pounds. Like 2 months. It was like I went from 180 to 210. Ironically, I mean, I didn't even know how much I was gonna gain, but just by eating, I guess 2, 3 meals a day instead of like just snacking, I guess. So I had to, I couldn't acknowledge it. I couldn't let you have it. Sorry. But just in doing so, I weigh 210 now. So for like 5'7", 5'8", that's pretty. It's probably like close to equivalent of 170 for 5'3", 5'4". Oh shit. Got it. You definitely are. 100%. Yeah. Me neither. I'm a main gain kind of guy. Oh, 100%. I don't believe in bulk cut cycles either. I believe more in like the main gaining where you're just like slowly putting on muscle over time. But for me, when I bulked up, which it wasn't, I mean, I don't know if it was that much of a bulk. I mean, if you want to say bulk is just a surplus in weight gain, sure. I think I unironically put on out of that 30 pounds, I think only like 6 to like maybe 8 pounds of that was fat. I think the rest is water weight and muscle. Just because I do have slightly above average genetics in terms of like being able to put on muscle. Yeah, genetically superior. Yep, I do take creatine and all that. Exactly. It was just the expression. I was not actually meaning it in the literal usage of the word ironic or unironic, but I literally put on 30 pounds intentionally. Well, actually, not really intentionally. I didn't know how much weight I was going to put on just by eating more closer to my like macro goals, I guess. Like getting in the amount of protein needed per pound of body weight and all that. I also think taking creatine definitely helped exacerbates the effects of the exacerbate the effects of just drinking more water into your cells instead of it like losing that. But yeah, why not? Why can't you use creatine? Gotcha. Probably is like a certain percentage of people type thing in your muscles. Well, it's actually just good for your cells because it allows your cells to hold more water, which helps you be more hydrated. It also helps with like strength output. Like not a crazy amount. It's like 10 to 15% on the high end, but that's still significant as a natural lifter who's not on any like performance enhancing drugs. Yeah. Have you ever tried to intentionally eat 200 grams of protein in a day? 140 is still not easy, especially if you're like smaller. Right. I mean, for you, Thanos, do you have a good diet? Or like, are you dialed in on a diet? Wait, what's your goals, Thanos? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just buy rotisserie chickens and then like unironically, very literally rip off pieces of it and eat it multiple times throughout the day until I've eaten. I ironically lube them up, and then I think it's TOS to go from there. So we'll leave it at that. if unless you have exceptionally like higher than average if you have a higher than average baseline like cholesterol level. If you have a higher anyways, if you have a higher baseline for cholesterol like above average, I could see maybe the want for it, but other than that, I don't know. Damn. Heck yeah. So yeah.
Enough training. It's time.
God, I had such a good vitamin D joke, but it's all good. Hey. So wait, what are your goals, Thanos? Like, what do you like to do for lifting? Are you a power lifter, calisthenics? Like, what is your deal?
Focusing.
Got you. Heck yeah. I what's so have you like ever gone for like heavier lifts on things like bench or squat, deadlift, things like that? Or is it not really something you go super hard for?
Destabilizing. Go. Neutralize. Watch out! Going up. You're out. Stopping fire.
Grip strength, maybe? Oh, okay.
Destabilizing. You're finished.
Got you. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I'm more of like just the strictly powerlifting stuff. It's just I guess kind of what I'm good at, or I'm built for anatomically. I got T-Rex arms, you know, for bench, and then I have a good torso to leg ratio. I wish I had a little longer arms for it, but we ball.
Focusing.
Based.
Breaking them. I got this.
So I don't know. I don't know if it does. Those help with the for me for sure with bench because I just have a lower range of motion, shorter range of motion when I press, at least. But heck yeah, I was able to PR my bench today with 240. Thanks. Doing pull-ups with weight, you do weighted pull-ups, Thanos? Yeah, that to me is impressive. Because I can barely do a pull-up with my own weight. Hell yeah, that's awesome, dude. Based. Steroid. Yeah, Tren. Yeah, Tren is not a good steroid. It's for cows, for getting them more muscle. And humans just use it on themselves because you know it's cool. Thanos, we could always just this spring and summer tell everyone we're lifting natural and then just hop on some trend together if you want. Dude, I unironically have thought about it, but I honestly don't know how I would get my hands on it.
No distractions. Show me a target.
I was told orals are worse for you. Or not told, but that's what people online said. I don't know, could be wrong.
Get out of my way. Stay down.
Fuck. I'm playing Valorant. We are Valorant. I'm streaming on youtube.com/LamonAdderall. I will after I'm done with this little round here.
Breaking them. It's you and me.
Damn. Based. Only my wife eats me. Sorry. Fuck. Yeah. Literally. Do you ever like debate with people, Dennis, on stuff, political stuff? Holy shit! Oh, not the politics server. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh heck yeah.
Show me a target. Not enough. Breaking them. Stopping fire. Missiles away. Destabilizing. Disappear. Who else? Satchel out. Making cover. Show me a target. Stand aside.
Fuck.
Breaking them. Not enough. Next.
All right, Jordan.
No distraction.
Oh, Jesse Lee Peterson. Beta.
And that's the end. Focusing. Breaking them.
God, these kids are horrible. Hi, I'm pissed. Fuck. Fuck.
Three. Blocking sight.
Gate pressure only.
Got one. Show me a target. You're finished. Target down.
Fuck.
Stop the fire.
Holy fuck.
Destabilizing. Try again. Not ready yet.
Get out of my way!
Focusing. Breaking down. Not ready yet. Headshot. Not ready yet. No distraction. Contract.
Yeah, nice talking to you too, bud. Heck yeah, Thanos. Hope to have it again soon. Yep. Yep. Bye. I'm so disappointed. I'm just kidding. Always listen to Llama. I actually am on both sides of this issue. I'm right in the middle. Oompa loompa oompa dee dum. Well, I suppose it's probably my cue as well to get moving along. I'm in. That's fine. More than likely, yeah, heck yeah. Hell yeah. Good. Sounds like a plan, buddy. We'll see you later. Goodbye, goodbye.
Enough training. It's time.
Talk, talk.
It's embarrassing. It's so pathetic and embarrassing. I can't believe it. The best thing that could happen for Tim Walz is for another one of his citizens to be killed. His own
How?
constituents and vote.
He's not even running for election again. You roach hard. Riddle me this one. If you have cops, then why do you say I'm crime?
You're losing it.
Like,
man.
I'm out.
I can't handle crying. Go to the next thing.
What is basically the execution of Alex Preddy. I've seen it from more angles and more times than I care to repeat. I'm not going to give in-depth frame-by-frame analysis. You don't need a lawyer to tell you what you can see with your own eyes, which is that it was an inexcusable state-sanctioned murder. There is no excuse. There is no justification, and it is the latest in what is probably a long line. This one happens to have been videotaped, thankfully, by many brave bystanders. As you can tell, I'm not in my studio. I was on a plane yesterday.
Can we shoot?
Oh God, it's cold out here. It's 0 degrees, which is still 10 degrees warmer than it is in Minneapolis right now. But in some sense, I do this for a living. I analyze the videos that are out there. And
Is the shutter speed I think the shutter speed is way too high, right? Because he's got the auto control on the camera on, and it's so bright outside. That's my guess. That's what this video effect looks like, right?
Think about things from a legal perspective, and I saw the first video when it came out. It was pretty clear. But with any video taken from across the street, there's some ambiguity. And but I think the second video came out. In the second video, you can hear that Alex Petty's last words were, "Are you okay?"
I can't handle crying. Go to the next thing.
The woman that was next to him, who had been pushed down by the ICE or CBP officer, who was acting unhinged. Where Alex Petty?
I will say, the reason why I was up until 6 a.m. rage tweeting is because I did start watching a lot of videos of this. Somebody in chat put it well. This guy died like a dog. This killing is crazy. Like, it was insane. It's just insane.
Just has his phone out and his left arm is free. I think those were his last words, and I think those were his last acts, was trying to help the woman that was pushed down by the man in the green sweatshirt, who I think eventually was the first agent who shot him. And like I said, I'm not going to go frame by frame, but to my eyes, the last thing that Alex Petty did was to help others. And look, my legal analysis doesn't change when the victim is, a bank robber or a saint. Everyone deserves the same rights. And it doesn't justify less the actions of what happened, but it does heighten the loss of what happened. And it's the people whose rights are being taken away and their lives are being taken away. So look, I'm going to try and gather some thoughts, which I'm only going to do because I think a lot of people are, doing the same thing, whether you're a lawyer or a layperson. I think we're all absolutely enraged, not only by you know, the loss of Alex Preddy, but Renee Good, and everyone else who has been pushed aside and has been caught in this web of what is clearly illegal action from our federal government. Like I said, it doesn't change the legal analysis, but it does say something that Alex Preddy and Renee Good before him seem to be the best of us. And there's a reason why they were gunned down. It's because they put themselves out there. And by God,
God, fuck off.
And we need to continue to stand up because they did too. And look, you don't need to be a lawyer to know that their shootings were not justified. But I think we need to take a step back too.
God damn it! Fuck off!
Wait, did we get XQC's position on this one? There's no way, right? There's no way XQC supported this one.
God, fucking kill them!
They shouldn't have been there in the first place. They have no right and no duty to do crowd control, to be on the front lines using weapons against protesters. These people should not be armed. We've sort of grown inured to it, but they are not enforcing criminal law. Even when they are enforcing immigration laws, which they are not right now, it is state-sponsored protest control of people exercising their First Amendment rights. At best, they are enforcing regulatory and civil laws, and there's no reason they should have firearms in the first place. I don't even think should have less lethals like pepper balls, and they shouldn't be using tear gas, pepper spray, and bear spray on protesters. That's insane. It would be as if we gave every postal worker and every person who delivers the mail, you know, an AR-15. They don't need it to complete their duties, and it's insane that they have been armed and are wearing flak jackets and are obviously wearing masks for no other reason than to obscure their identity and prevent accountability. Obviously, the shootings are unjustified, but the entire situation that recently Alex Preddy unfortunately found himself in, and the woman next to him, they should not have been pushed aside by these putative federal officers for exercising their First Amendment rights. They should not have been restrained. They should not have been pepper sprayed while they were restrained, and of course, they should not have been shot and murdered while they were prone and restrained. None of that. The entire situation should not have happened. 3,000 ICE and CBP officers should not have been deployed to Minneapolis in the first place. I will echo what some legal commentators have said. This is basically stochastic terrorism. If you send 3,000 untrained psychopaths with guns.
This term is gone. No more. Stop anything that had to do with the alt-right or crypto, whatever. Get rid. No. Stop. Get rid of this stupid fucking This is just terrorism. Stochastic terrorism, the concept of that was like when you say words online with the goal of eventually radicalizing people such that they commit no. Bullshit. We're at the terrorism thing. You're deploying troops with the hope, with the masturbatory excitement of instigating these types of scenarios where people will die. We're way past stochastic terrorism, whatever at this point.
Into a place where people are angry, where they are.
Sorry, I'm nitpicking a little bit. We're just so far past
on effectuating the law. You don't know who's going to die, but you know that people are going to die. And I think that President Trump and I think that Stephen Miller have blood on their hands because this is what they wanted. It's honestly incredible that the people of Minneapolis and Minnesota have shown as much restraint as they have, and that they have not taken the bait, and they have not responded to violence with violence. And that's incredible. And it deserves commendation, not the least of which because they're not going to be the last. It's going to come to other cities, predominantly blue and majority Democratic cities, because what ICE and CBP are doing is a terror campaign. It is a pretext that they are effectuating anything related to immigration at this point. And also, I will point out that there are a lot of people doing there are a lot of lawyers working overtime. Right after this happened, lawyers who had already received a temporary restraining order saying that ICE could not employ unconstitutional methods to restrain and punish all of the protesters, filed an emergency motion with the Court of Appeals suggesting administrative stay that was put in place, which is a thing that often happens. And it's insane that they would need a TRO in the first place to restrain these people en masse from conducting unconstitutional raids and unconstitutional methods. But the declarations from people who were on the scene and saw Alex Preddy shot with their own eyes. It's crazy that lawyers would respond within a few hours and get that in front of a judge. It's also, there was some parallel litigation from the Minnesota Bureau in charge of the investigation that was stymied by ICE, which is another thing for another day. Within a few hours, they had a motion in front of a judge seeking a temporary restraining order to prevent ICE from destroying evidence because they already mucked up the crime scene. The declarations and affidavits from people in support of that are also incredible. And another incredible thing that is within 2 hours, a Trump-appointed judge granted the TRO. And these are not perfect mechanisms. It's something that in the past has helped to prevent ICE from destroying evidence, which I think they did in the case of Jonathan Ross when they took all of the stuff out of his house and put it God knows where. It probably goes without saying, but it's unfortunate and it's crazy that we cannot trust federal officers in the first place, but we also cannot trust them to investigate. There are also things that Congress can and should do immediately. Obviously, they should not fund ICE in the future, but that's the table stakes. We need to have serious curtailment of the immunity that exists. Federal officers do not have absolute immunity, but they do have strong immunity, and it is incredibly difficult to sue the federal government when you have had your constitutional rights deprived. Obviously, there's qualified immunity on a state level when state actors do that. It would be unbelievably easy for
Qualified immunity has to do with civil stuff as well. No one in the United States of America up until Donald Trump got this via the Supreme Court has immunity to committing fucking crimes. Okay? Nobody, cops, qualified immunity has to do with whether or not you can sue a police officer for performing his job in the line of duty, not if he can be held criminally liable. Cops can be held criminally liable for committing crimes, okay? Even in the line of duty. It's what happened to Derek Chauvin.
Congress to amend the current laws to provide a right of action for people to be able to sue, to remove qualified immunity unnecessarily.
Holy shit, what is
and,
that?
To prevent all this stuff in the future, because
Ooh.
the current framework for immunity for people who commit heinous crimes like these, I think it's untenable and it's disgusting.
Ooh,
and then, of course, the people who are responsible for this at the very top need to be impeached. This is an impeachable offense. Like I said, I truly believe that this is, or some version of this is exactly what Donald Trump and Stephen Miller wanted. And in some sense, they have gotten what they wanted. And now it's time for them to be removed from office because they are absolutely unfit from top to bottom. It needs to be removed root and stem. And if you thought it couldn't get any more craven than it is, within hours of Alex Petty's shooting, Pam Bondi sent a letter to Governor Tim Walz saying that if they would turn over voter information, then they would withdraw ICE from Minneapolis.
That's just...
So if you want a confession that this was never about immigration, and that on some level this is about winning the next election, and that if you thought that these people couldn't get any more craven, they can, and they will, and they did. I'm flabbergasted from everything that's happened. The thing that...
Yo, what's up?
Yo. How do you talk? Oh, yo, what's up?
I'm sorry, what's up?
I was trying to figure out which button it was to like talk in party chat. My bad.
Oh, gotcha. No, you're good.
It's,
Enough training. It's time.
Oof. Hmm. I'll go A with the Sky. Clove, if you don't mind jump spotting mid.
I got you.
Bah.
Boy, stand it.
It's A. At least Yoru's there. Waylay's here. Fade.
Breaking them.
It's just A. Come.
Focusing. No target.
Not ready yet. Blast placed. Blinding. Blast trap destroyed.
60 Vice, 20 Omen. Oh, nice try. Try to play for some picks here.
Show me a target. Who else? Omen's gone.
My bad.
Nah, you good. Nice try.
I'm gonna go spot main, Vice.
Now we wait. Rip and tear.
It's A, come.
Rip and tear.
Be safe. Show me a target.
Yo, she's in pocket. Fade is in pocket.
Yep.
We got Ada. Yep.
Yo, chill. Shut up.
We have spike. Aiden, you don't need to peek. We have spike. Aiden.
Finished.
Scatter.
He TP'd heaven, probably.
Hulk out.
Good stuff. Nice clutch, Sky.
Appreciate it.
There's some serenity. Adapt or die!
Can you flash mid, Sky?
Hulk out!
No charges.
Swords activated. Flashing.
No distraction.
Fuck! I knew this.
1 by 1. Buried.
I'm just ass, bro. Ass.